Welcome to Looking Glass Lodge. We arrived on a damp, moody winter's morning, but this space delivered a welcome like no other. The lodge is one long open-plan space with walls of glass that run the entire length of the building. It's divided into a kitchen and lounge space and a bedroom with a gorgeous bath. The whole space is simple and cozy.
So one of the most interesting things about this space, and one of the things that kind of caught my eye, is this kind of hanging fireplace that you can see behind me.
We lit the fire later that evening. It's simple and easy to use, and it acts as a perfect alternative focal point to a TV. And as if by magic, it's also floating from the ground. The lounge area kind of wraps around the wood-burning stove, and it brings a true sense of calm and coziness to the space, along with something that I wasn't expecting.
Something you don't see very often in these places is a record player, and this space has a record player and a whole bunch of records that you can listen to while you're here.
We both love music and podcasts, and it's so great to see audio become a main feature of the space. From the moment we arrived, we listened to music and podcasts until the moment we left. The speakers are hidden in the ceilings on both sides of the space, so as you move from the lounge through the kitchen towards the bedroom, the sound meets you there. In the sleeping area, there is just enough division to make you feel like you're in a different part of the space while retaining that open plan feel. The bed linen is incredibly comfortable and in keeping with that high-end feel of the whole space. And the trees outside on both sides of the lodge really help to convince you that you're far away.
Now, if you're a regular subscriber to this channel, you'll know that we get access to some pretty nicely designed bathrooms. This one is definitely something special.
For me, the design of this bath fits perfectly in the space, and it pairs really nicely with the views outside into the woodland.
Now, this is a cool feature. Tucked away in the wall behind the bed is a curtain which comes all the way around and shuts off the entire bedroom space and the bath area so that you get a little bit of privacy from that giant window.
In an accommodation like this, the bath can become the centerpiece for the whole space. It creates a moment where you take a minute, read one of the many books that they've got dotted around the space, and if it's daytime, then you can use the binoculars and have a look at some wildlife outside. The kitchen also has loads of great details and feels really well thought out. It's also beautifully crafted from plywood, just like the rest of the space.
I really like these in the walls. These are like little air vents, but they're cut really nicely into the plywood that makes up the wall.
The exterior of Looking Glass Lodge is something really special. It looks totally different from its surroundings, but really belongs where it is. I love how it sits on stilts and from different angles subtly reflects the woodland back at you, almost like camouflage. The parallel glass walls are obviously where it gets its name, and these windows are actually smart glass, which means you can tint them to varying degrees or leave it to do it automatically. Something I found interesting about the lodge is even though you can see inside from outside through those giant windows, you still get a sense of privacy. Those giant trees in that private patch of woodland really help to make you feel like you're in your own little world. And as the day fades, the lodge starts to reveal one of its most impressive features: the lighting. There is interesting soft lighting everywhere. It's effortlessly lit and creates a warm, ambient light throughout the entire space. Because the woodland has disappeared outside the windows, it almost starts to feel like a different space. We made dinner and later enjoyed some hot chocolate made in the velvetizer provided. This was our first velvetizer experience. You can often find new experiences in these kind of getaways. And with the hot chocolate flowing and the podcasts playing, we relaxed into the evening. The Looking Glass Lodge is a truly amazing stay, a flawless romantic getaway for two in the woodlands in the southeast of England. For those that love cooking and good music, observing wildlife in the day and relaxing in the evening. This space sets the bar very high and perfectly balances luxury with retreating from daily life. There is something to marvel at in every direction, whether it's books on the shelves, tiny details crafted, or the architecture of the entire space. When I first discovered Looking Glass Lodge, I knew I had to visit and make a video for this channel. And this space really, really didn't disappoint.
So thanks so much for joining me here at the Looking Glass Lodge here in the south of England. I've got loads of other videos on the channel. If you want to see those and future videos, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.